So the next thing I'm going to show you how to do, actually I'm going to show you a bit differently because I'm going to show you my finished results here because it's a bit difficult to describe. I'm calling them lockdown light bulbs. How this came about was watching TV, watching the news. We're all kind of in our own little world, aren't we? Inside our houses, everybody's doing different things, watching telly, doing different bits and pieces, chatting, having their dinners. And I thought, wow, if we were all, you could see inside all these houses, you would see all these little worlds. And that's kind of where the idea of the lockdown light bulbs came about. So if you look closely here at the ones that I've done, the idea is it's personalised, so it's got the house number in it, whatever your house number is. And if you look in this one, this is our one. So there's Theo, and you might see him at different points because we are at home. You might see him wandering about. There's the dog. There's Joshua's cactus that he's growing upstairs that we're hoping will like it up there. There's the music that's playing through the house all the time. Really, it's up to you what you put inside. So this one is more about being at the seaside. So it's all the things that we kind of miss with a nice lighthouse and the sea and the waves. It's all done in dots. I love drawing in dots. It might look really complicated, but it's not. And it's a really forgiving way if you're not great at drawing. So let me show you. To start off with, we want our light bulb drawn. Now, if you can draw it, fine. If you're planning to do more than one, say you've got a couple of kids and you want them all to do one, or you and the children you want to have a go too, do it on tracing paper. It is the artist's friend. Again, you can go online, you can find outlines of these, there's loads of them. If you can't print it off, tip from yesterday, just a reminder, put a piece of tracing paper either over your device, if you've got an iPad, perfect size. If not, enlarge things on your phone, trace over, and you've got an improvised light box. So, I've got my basic one here, and what I'm going to do is then whoever wants to have a light bulb can have it, and they're all the same. We're all starting off with the same shape. So I'm going to put that over here. Here's one I started earlier. This is for a number 5. I don't have a number 5. When you come to do your writing, we need pencils, nice fine pencil. This one's quite good. Make sure you've got your rubber at the ready in case you go wrong. Think about the things that make you your home. Things you like. So in this one I put a locket with a padlock on it for lockdown, butterfly, got some waves and the number of the house inside. And what we're going to do is we're going to use dots to build it up. You want nice fine pen. These are drawing pens, but you can use anything. Black felt pen, one of those rollable pens. Biro's not so good, but if it's all you've got, have a go. The one that's slightly thicker, you'll want for the outside. Anything that you want to show that is going to have a hard surface or is going to keep the outside in, if you dot closer together, the closer together you dot, the thicker your line looks. When we come to do a halo, which I've done on these ones, you see the halo here, the halo around it. If you turn on an electric light bulb, you get like a halo of light. So what we're doing, taking a finer pen, is you don't dot so close together. So if you want it to have a bit of tone, put some air around it, don't put your dots so close, and just literally tip your pen up like that. So it does take a bit more time, this one, and you literally build it up to be as light or as dark as you want. Now I put some kind of hole shapes around here. I've done hearts, I've done circles. On here I did a star. Just draw a normal star. Doesn't matter how you draw it. I usually do the 5-point star. Let's show you. So just do a star like that. then you're going to take your fine pen, dot it around the outside. Don't go over all the bits, just the outside of it. If you think, oh, I've got a wobbly line, don't worry, just add some more dots because it'll all add to the effect. So it's a very forgiving way of getting lines, literally blurring the outline. We want to make it look as though it's been torn away. You just add your dots around the outside and you get further apart as you go further away. Once it's dried, like this one has, take a clean rubber, rub it out. At the end, you're going to rub out everything. See, you can see already. If you want to make your star look as though it's coming from far away, just dot it on one side like this. There, and then on the inside there, and leave the others so it starts to look as though it's coming out at you. Thinking that's not dense enough there, you just add it, and where you add it will give a natural shadow. So as you can see, it starts to look 3D. And stand back, you'll be able to see it. Now, you could do these in colour if you wished. You could use some of your paints from before to do some paint behind it as well. When you come to do your number on these, I tend to do them and colour them right in, just because it looks stronger. Again, if you decided, I'd quite like that coloured, if you're going to colour it in with pen, I would suggest you do the outline, let it dry, get rid of all your pencil lines and then colour it in, because otherwise it'll always irritate you because you'll be able to see the pencil bits through it. Okay, let's have a look at this C here at the bottom. So again, all we're going to do is dot it, and we're going to want it darker at the bottom where the wave is darker, and then we're going to just keep the top lighter where the foam would be. And you literally just go along your lines. Keep stopping and looking to see if you're happy with how you're building it up. If you think, oh, I think I'd like some more bits in there, you can absolutely cram your light bulbs full. It does take a bit of time. Let's see which other. So on here, this one's more or less finished. Just need to do a few more bits to this. And then it's up to you. You could either frame them, they look quite sweet framed. If you want to make it a starburst effect, do your dots out like that into a kind of sunbeam, and then just dot around them and let your leading edges go off. Always go back to the centre to make your darkest point, should be the bit in the middle. There you go. If you decide you'd quite like to do some different types of shading and dots aren't your thing, here's some basic different shading techniques. You could do cross hatching like that. Again, if you want to show lighter shades, keep the lines far apart. If you want to make them darker, get your lines closer together. Shading just like that looks good. So you're just literally putting in lines. And if you have a look, I've used this technique on the top of my lighthouse. I've done a bit of shading there, just using lines. If you decide actually you like using swirls and shapes, these kind of swirls look good. If you do them up against each other, you can see there, you get quite a nice effect. So you literally just curl it round. Or you could do circles like that. That's another style of shading. Like that. It's just different ways to fill your space. What you're doing is, instead of using colour, you're using different lines to give you different tone effects, so that when you look at it from a distance, you can see light and dark in your picture. Okay, have fun with it. We've had great fun. We've done quite a few. We've done this one, we've done that one. I'm going to finish that one later. When you've done them, put them online. Put the hashtag on. Hashtag lockdown light bulbs. We'd love to see what you're doing. Okay, so that's at AC Education UK. Hashtag creative at home. Hashtag lockdown light bulbs. Okay. Thank you. Let's show you something else. Oh, obviously we need a little label for that wish jar, which I seem to have put somewhere that I now can't find. Great. I have it all to hand here.
And we are